Man, did the Bandido that we're going to be talking about in this upcoming story, man, he dodged one. And I bet he's become a religious man by this one. Also, we're going to be covering that motorcycle chase that is all over the internet right now. You can see videos, it's just everywhere on every social media, the whole 9 yards. That's coming up, man. A lot of good news today. When I say that he dodged it, he dodged it. And it's at the federal level. You got to remember that. This ain't a state case. This is a Fed case. This out of the Houston Chronicle. Feds won't seek the death penalty. Woo. Yeah. Wipe the sweat off there. For an alleged Bandidos leader accused of leading deadly Houston gang war. And this is in connection to the back and forth with the Beast MG and them down in Texas. I think it was Oklahoma, something happened down there. But there was a big thing, and the feds were actually considering the death penalty in this. This by John Wayne Ferguson. He is a staff writer with the Houston Chronicle. Federal prosecutors will not seek the death penalty against the alleged leader of the faction of the Bandidos motorcycle gang, who was earlier this year accused of waging a deadly war against rival groups. You know, one thing that I have noticed is that the violence is kind of ticking down. I don't know if it's because of the end of the summer and all that stuff, but it has been ticking down. I don't. Could it be that everybody's starting to realize the feds ain't playing? Leaders are stepping up and telling their members no more because they ain't playing around. The Justice Department last week notified U.S. Judge Keith Ellison. Google, how the hell did that one go off, man? Anyway, that it would not seek the death penalty against John Fifer, which is good news, man. Good news. He was charged with using a firearm to commit a crime resulting in death. He is accused of participating in the killing of Adam Burns, a member of the Brothers East biker gang, Houston Chronicle. I was in it once. And yeah, they don't mix words, dude. That's all they do is call everybody biker gangs and stuff. He was shot and killed on the 20th or in September 2020 at the Hog Stop Bar in Northeast Houston. Yeah, I remember that, man. We covered that one hardcore. It's kind of decent that the stories that we're able to cover earlier, now we're able to see the midway between start to finish. You got the Thug Riders up in the Midwest. They are on that RICO trial, and one by one is starting to plea right now. There are some that are holding out, but yeah. Prosecutors also allege that he goes by the name Big John. Big John. Remember that commercial? Was tapped to lead the Welcome to Hell chapter of the Bandidos, which was allegedly established to attack members of the Brothers East in a bid to capture territory around Houston. Big John. From 2020 to 2023, the gang allegedly participated in murders, assaults, arson, and other crimes around the Houston and Harris County deal. I guess in February, he and 13 other current and former Bandidos were indicted on RICO charges. He and two other members, David Vargas and Roy Gomez, were specifically accused of participating in crimes that resulted in death, which could potentially carry the death penalty. That's when prosecutors, however, have now said they will not seek the maximum penalty when the case ultimately reaches trial in August. The Justice Department made similar decisions about Vargas and Gomez. They go on to say, and you know what? That would have been something if they did do that, man, with the death penalty. Aside from the gun crime, he was also indicted on 9 other counts, including racketeering, assault, and tampering. Yeah, he's never going to see the light of day. They're not going to let, yeah, that's what they just said right here, that he is going to face life in prison. And there's one thing about prison, man, you can't ride a motorcycle in prison. That sucks. I remember there used to be an organization, Bikers Behind Bars, where in the old days they used to organize events, bring in the bikes and stuff like that. It gave everybody a little hope, if you will, back then. But they go on to say the decision not to seek the death penalty is noble, given President Donald Trump's vocal support for the punishment. That's what I've been saying, man. You dodged a bullet, because at the Fed level, they're not playing. They reinstituted the death penalty, the whole 9 yards. And you see what's going on around this country right now. They're not playing with people. They're just taking you, throwing you in the joint. Then it goes more stuff in the Trump. Then it goes on to say they have been at least 3 other indictments handed down in the Southern District of Texas that could potentially be tried as death cases. So far, prosecutors have not signaled their intent. It clears 1 hurdles ahead of the Bandidos trial, which is now scheduled for May 2026. So we'll be covering that as well. That one out of the Houston Chronicle. Now over to this one, the Washington Times, and this video is everywhere. Off-duty cop ends 150-mile-per-hour chase for California biker accused of killing a sheriff's deputy. In that, man, did he get taken down? Yeah, it's something else. You got to watch the video. I can't put it on the YouTube stuff, but you can see it out there. Off duty, and this one is by Matt Delaney. Off duty law enforcement officer jumped into action Monday by ramming into a fleeing motorcyclist after the biker was accused of fatally shooting a San Bernardino County sheriff. The way I saw that one, and I hope this is the one that I'm talking about here, he didn't really ram into him, man. The dude was not paying attention, and he rammed the other way around. The sheriff, Shannon D. Dickas, said the off-duty narcotics officer struck the suspect following the deadly encounter where he killed the sheriff's deputy. It goes on to say the sheriff was shot in the head moments after arriving. He was only 28 years old. That's BS. Where a man threatened a woman at gunpoint. The suspect, who have not identified the guy, then hopped on a motorcycle, raced away. The biker, they said, accelerated over 150 miles an hour on Interstate 210 and weaved between cars as he eluded California Highway Patrol troopers. News crews, of course, in California, man, they always seem to have the choppers ready for these chases. It's like GTA 5, I guess, in real life out there. Showed the suspect zooming along the left shoulder when the off-duty officer veered in his path. Man, yeah, that's the morning edition. But you can see the whole thing on all over the internet, man. Like I said, everybody's freaking covering it. But anyway, don't forget to go over to the Throttle Wire. We just started that channel. Just started it. and it's all about motorcycles, no club stuff, none of that. It's about the life that we all enjoy, which me, I'm a gearhead, I love motorcycles. And also the Hollywood and China Doll show, we moved that to, it used to be the Insanity Podcast, we moved it to its own channel. I'll put the link in the comments section so you to check that out. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. So check it out. But hopefully, they'll let me know what you think about that death penalty stuff. My goodness.